Hello my friends, I am Jihondo. Welcome back to Aurora. This is episode 53. In episode 52, we opened up quite a few new sectors, and they were basically all completely disappointing. I was getting kind of annoyed at the performance of the Spectre. It was basically just falling apart way too quickly. So, what I have done is I have scrapped it and rebuilt a new Wraith class, and it even helpfully called it Baston, so it actually is like my very first apparition, which is nice. While the shipyard was building that, I went ahead and sent the bee into our friendly alien NN class star here. These guys, who I am now completely friendly with, thanks to our awesome Diplo team. And I went ahead and built all the jump gates. I'm now sending both the new scout and the bee back to here after refueling and all that, so we can go ahead and pop through one of them. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to try and get all four of these done. If we can. We'll try. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's get rolling. At some point, I guess I should finish the actual geological surveying here. Apparently, when you get the GeoSurvey trade agreement, it only applies to future surveying, not current stuff. So at some point I still have to come here and finish that on my own, but it's not really such a big deal. Yes, I know you don't like making new systems. Yes, I know you've forgotten where all those friendlies were. That's fine. Go away. Thank you. Well, it looks like NN has already popped in here. Probably just now, actually. Probably not from before. Because as soon as I started building the gates, I did notice some of their ships starting to move towards them. So clearly, they're also interested in expansion. So anyway, we are waiting for a long, long delay here. Come on, you can do this. I know you can. Okay. So this is another NN, which is not terribly confusing or anything. Anyway. And looks like I'm sending a Grease class in, whatever that is. What is that? Is that some kind of scout, or is that some kind of combat vessel? We don't really know, because we don't know anything about it. Don't think it has armor, so it's probably a scout. Probably, but it's fine. What I will do, though, is just to make this easier, in addition to having the Baston do the geographical surveying, I'm also going to put its active sensors on, because there's no real need not to, and we may as well have more information if we can. So, actually, I should show you the design of the ship before we get too involved, just so you get an idea of what I've done. So this is the new Wraith class, so I bumped it up to 37,500 tons, so of course I had to make a new cloaking device, but that wasn't a big deal. I bumped it up to 5 each of the scanners, and I increased the deployment time to 36 months, so 3 years, and then of course I just had to add a whole ton more of the engineering sections wherever they went. Yeah, I had to bump up to 64 of them just to keep up. It was pretty harsh, but anyway, that was that. Oh, and I bumped it up to 5 drives. The previous one I think had 2 and was going about 21,000. So with 5 of them, even though it's a bit heavier, it can still pull 33,000. So it'll go in between points even slightly quicker, and we'll scan them much quicker. So should be good. So let's go ahead and start scanning. If this ship is some kind of scanning like a scout ship as well, then actually we should be able to get through this even faster, because we'll be sharing the surveying that we're doing, so that could be pretty awesome. On the other hand, it may actually not be. It may just be some kind of combat vessel up there just floating around to see if there's any opposition. I have no idea. But either way, between the two of us, we're going to get this place scanned in no time. And that's the plan. Already got a couple of mineral deposits here, which is a good start. Excuse me. I didn't catch that message, but I think I just learned more about their Grease class, I think is what that was. Looks like we can safely send the bee in here to from NN 3991 to NN 3959. Yeah, that's not going to get confusing at all. Anyway, so let's go ahead and build the gate back. That's the other thing I guess this thing could be. This could be, maybe that's their gate builder, but I don't think they even had one, because they had those 4 gates in their sector, and they were still unbuilt until I got there just, a couple months ago and built them. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm going to build a gate back, so that would be delightful. And in the meantime, we're going to keep searching for more stuff, because stuff is good. There's the bee, I can just see it. Excellent. Okay, why are you popping up? Go away. Silly thing. I don't think it knows how to handle this much going on at once. Poor dear. Oh well, it's okay. We'll get through it, I'm sure. Even if it takes a really, really long time. But again, I don't know why you're popping these extra screens up. Don't see how that helps you. In fact, I think that would make it worse in all reality. But anyway, what do I know? I'm just some guy. That's good though, with the 5 scanners, I think it can scan asteroids and comets in, under 5 minutes, so that's pretty sweet. Obviously, like, gas giants and larger planets and that will still take a while, but asteroids should be, like 5 minutes or less, I would think, in most cases. Just pretty sweet. But we're already doing a lot better here than we did in most of the ones we opened up last episode. They were mostly disappointing. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty much out of stuff to scan. That's fine. Then we shall do the grab. Off you go. So yeah, should be fine. I have no idea how close I am to becoming actual official allies of these NN people, but we've been friendly for a while, so. And actually, I think they are now ahead of me in terms of diplomacy, because when they told me that they were officially going friendly and were doing the gravitational survey, I was still not allowed to do that for about 3 more months. So I think they're actually better at diplomacy than I am, which is neat. So, that, or maybe they're just less xenophobic or something, I don't know. I still don't have a whole lot of detail on the race itself. I think, since I now have the active scanner on, when we're done in this sector, I might have the Baston here take a little quick trip around their areas and see if I can figure out anything about their race. Just to see, before I send it back to Earth for repairs and all that. So, I think that should work out well. Hopefully, anyway. Okay, why are we not responding? There we go. Craziness. Anyway, we are buzzing through these scans really quick here, which I like. I like quite a bit. It was pretty harsh. The right as I was leaving off the last episode, I mentioned I was just going to finish up the surveys of the sector I was in, and because it had been completely empty, and I got to the very last point, and it found 2 of them side by side. I'm like, you jerk! I was right about to send the bee home with nothing to do, and all of a sudden, bam! Here, have a lot more work. It was kind of silly. When you're done that, go ahead and build that while you're there. And we'll keep searching. Yeah, it was pretty harsh. And I've had to move around my little spreadsheet a whole bunch of times now because I just don't have room. A 2-dimensional spreadsheet just isn't very good at describing 3D space, so go figure. So it's a bit of a mess, but oh well, it's okay. It's doing the job I need it to do, so oh, there's another new one. Cue that up for the B as well. And keep going. So far, this is looking pretty good. I haven't actually checked just how much stuff is actually on any of these, so I don't know if it's worth colonizing or not, but it certainly doesn't seem like it's too bad a sector. Not too bad. Well, we built the gate back, and I think our friend the Grease there has decided to already use it, because I don't see any sign of it. So I think he's already left the building. Maybe they're timid about scouting, I don't know. That would be a good reason not to build jump gate technology. They're scared to actually use it. And I'm one to talk. I basically avoided them for like 200 years, just trying to do it as rarely as I could get away with. Anyway, so the B will do the last of those, and then it can go back home and refuel. Meantime, the fast stone is not quite going home yet. We are going to be doing just a little bit of surveying first with active scanners on, because I want to try and get just a little bit of an idea of what our friends are like. Now that we're buddy-buddy, I don't think they'll have a problem with me popping in and having a look around. Hopefully, anyway. And if they do, well then, things could get messy real fast. But anyway, I'm sure it will be fine. I'm already learning lots more about them. Get all that shit, anyway. And we barely started. So yeah, we'll just have a wee little float around and see if we can learn anything about their actual race. Because I would be curious about that. So, we'll just float around real casual. Everything's cool. We're still buddies. Don't mind me that I'm scanning every last inch of your space. It's not even nefarious this time, so it's okay. Actually, it isn't nefarious. I actually have no intention of attacking these people, so... Unless they do something silly to me, then, you know, it might be on, but... At this point, I'm more than happy to keep them friendly and then later to ally them. So. No problem whatsoever. I don't have to squish every alien, just the ones that annoy me or shoot at me. Those ones have to go. Could probably go up faster than 8-hour increments here. Let's go to day increments. Excuse me. And just see what we can see. I don't know if I will get a message about learning more about the race or not, or if I'll just have to go and look in the alien diplomacy screen, but I'll wait till this thing's done, all the geo-surveying, and then that'll be a good time to exit the premises. Okay, why do you keep popping that up? That's not helpful. Anyway. Let's have a quickie look here. Have I learned anything about them? Not really. Okay. We'll keep... Interesting. Yeah, we'll just keep having a look. Everything here is still totally fine. We're not allowed to do allied or research data yet, but that's okay. We'll just keep on scanning. Under the guise of scanning for minerals. wonder if they would be upset if I did bring in, like, the mining crew and started digging up all their asteroids. I don't know if that would be okay, or if they would find that a little bit annoying. I don't know. I shouldn't need to anyway. I've got plenty of other places to mine long before I have to worry about these ones, so I think it'll be okay to just let them have their own minerals. But they've certainly built an awful lot of ships. Like a crazy number of ships here. They're mostly really tiny, but still there's an awful lot of them. Apparently I'm too far away from some of them now. Okay. Well, the last thing I can try would be to go directly to... Where's our actual homeworld? This, probably? So A2. Maybe I need to take a nice close look at that. That might be something worth having a closer look at. So let's just kind of hang out over there for a bit. See if there's anything to see. Because I also don't know if it's just a case of you'd have to scan for a certain amount of time, or because I obviously did the mineral survey, but I don't know if that's long enough to do anything interesting, or if that's just irrelevant. So I think we'll just kind of sit here, you know, just casually scan for 5 days and see how it goes. We have the active scanner on, so, you know, just kind of hang out. It's all good. Because it does say that the great fields are picked up by scanners, so I don't know what if the this active scanning isn't picking them up. I don't know how I would do that then, because they are certainly set to active scan. I don't think there is any anything else here I can really do, so yeah, that's okay. We won't worry about it. We'll shut that off and we'll send it home to get all cleaned up. That will be fine, and then we'll come back and work on one of the other ones. That will be fine. So, refuel, resupply, overhaul, and go. Sorry about that. You may have picked up some static there. Having a cable issue. I think we're okay now. My setup is not really ideal, but I make it do. And apparently my cat just decided to start screaming at me. Hi, Smokey. What's up, buddy? Why are we screaming? It's not my fault you're awake. I didn't do anything to you. We're way over there. So you can't be mad at me for you being awake. That's a cat's life, that's for sure. That's for sure. Alright, so that overhaul should be just about done by now, I think. Smokey, buddy, why are you screaming? Why, yes, right as I say that, it's done. How convenient. Alright, so let's grab the old Bastone here again and take our incredibly convoluted route to get back here. So Barnard's to Struve, to Wise 15, to Gliese 6, to Wise 17, to NN, and we're here. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Thankfully, I have a really good memory. Or something. Anyway. I should bring the bee back out. Oh, it's still busy. Okay, never mind. I guess in that case then, once it's done that, I'm just going to not send it back to Earth yet. And instead we can just pop back here and be ready to go. Okay, fair enough. It took too long to build the gate, so it doesn't get to go home for a refresh. Yes, I know, contact was lost. I know. It's okay. And they are already... Oh, they've actually sent in ground forces. That's interesting. Quite a few of them, in fact. Apparently they're very interested in Vega. Neat. Okay, well, so be it. I don't care, I have scanning to do. That's all I care about. Show me stuff. And if they're floating around, it must be safe to pop in here, so I can bring the bee in. If there was any danger here, they would have already dealt with it, I'm sure. Probably by getting killed by it, but whatever. Same thing. Well, this is nice, actually. This kind of gives me a bit of cannon fodder pre-scouting just before I jump into any of these gates. So if there is anything hostile, you know, they can already be starting to deal with it. And if I float in and find Rex, then I know it could be something pretty tough. And if I find Rex of, you know, some other alien, I know they're really, really weak because these guys aren't that powerful either. So this is nice. I get some pre-scouting done. I like it. Very, very nice. I also like how they've already started a little bit of the geological surveying for me. That's also very nice. I mean, they're not very good at it like I am, but still, it's nice that they are at least trying in their own quaint little way. Well, if these things are some kind of water monster, but I want to give them a cute, cuddly name that shows off just how weak I think they are, so I think I'm going to call them Bath Babies. That name probably won't stick. I'll probably come up with something even worse later, but that'll do for now. They're my little rubber duckies. Oh my, oh my. But yeah, I still haven't figured out what that picture is actually supposed to be. It's some kind of water demon, I think, but I really don't know. Okay, that's it for the grav scans. Let's do the, the geological scans. Now we'll do the grav. Right, off you go. And we should be seeing the bee popping in fairly soon as well. It should be almost done on the other one. Unless I've screwed up again and it's building a gates. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that was a bit silly last episode. I basically had it build a gate on top of a gate that already existed. For reasons that completely elude me, other than I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm assuming it was just a simple misclick, and I'm not a complete idiot, but hey, you never know. So, I do wonder why they bother bringing in ground forces, unless there was something here. I wonder if maybe there was, ancient ruins or something. I don't know. Or whether they think this is going to be the next place they colonize, maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, they can have it. I couldn't care less, but it is a curious point for me as to what they found so exciting and interesting about it. I do not know. Well, there's that little grease again floating around. Maybe it's actually a troop transport. I thought it was like a scanning vessel, but maybe it's actually a troop transport. I don't know. So I certainly don't think they would have had a lot of time. Well, I guess they could have, because they could have went to this one at the same time we both went to that other one. They have so many ships, they could be doing multiple things at once. And they don't have that problem I have of having no idea what I'm doing unless I concentrate on one thing at a time. So I guess when you're a computer, you don't have to worry about multitasking so much. It's much, much easier. But I'm not so good at that. That's why I just concentrate on one area at a time. clean it up completely, and then move on to something else. Because I know otherwise I will miss stuff. And it'll happen every time. So, this is just a quirk of being me, I guess. And not a particularly good one. That's fine. B's done. Well, if there are, we don't know about them. But I'm quite curious what was so interesting over here on this moon. Or is it just that they really like this atmosphere, maybe? I mean, just, looking at this in terms of human population, we wouldn't like it. Sulfur dioxide is a really bad gas. The methane is ignorable, nitrogen's inert, no big deal, but and extreme tectonics, unless they're really into earthquakes. Base temperature's really cold. Okay, well, we certainly don't want it, but like I say, maybe there was ruins there, or maybe that's what this species likes. I don't know. No idea. And not overly interested. So. I'm quite surprised though, if they are intending to colonize it, why I don't see any colony ships coming in. I mean, I'm sure they have enough technology to build at least a basic colony ship. Okay, we learned about the speed of whatever these are. Maybe these are the colony ships. Or freighters or something. But they're a lot larger, so those could be colony ships. If so, that'd be neat. At that size, they could probably only hold maybe 10,000 civilians each, because the cryo chambers themselves are, I think, about 20 or 25,000 tons, but I don't 100% remember. It's been a while since I built my colony ship. That was a long, long time ago that I built the rattlesnake. But yeah, they're clearly floating over here, so these obviously are either freighters or colony ships. Or more ground forces, if they're really paranoid about something here, but if that's the case, I could not tell you what it was. But anyway, we'll just keep doing our surveying and not worry about what they're doing. We're all buddies now, so it's not a big deal. Keep going. No pausing, keep going. Keep going. There you go. You can do it if you try. Well, whatever it is they're doing, I think it's chewing up a lot of CPU because it's really grinding down the clock advancement here. Whatever it is. It's certainly slowing things down, that's for sure. Keep going. You can do it. Okay, well, whatever it was they were doing, I guess they're done, because now they're leaving. So that's cool, I guess. Whatever that was. Yeah, maybe these are cargo vessels, and that was dropping off infrastructure, maybe. Because I do get the sense they're trying to colonize this place. Because, I mean, why else would you bother sending in ground forces? It's got to either be to make a colony, or to make an archaeological dig. Those are the only two reasons to ever bring in ground forces, if there's nothing already there. And there clearly wasn't any sign of other aliens, or we'd have seen wrecks from when they fought them, so I'm assuming that these are transports and that just dropped off infrastructure, would be my guess. There's a new jump point. Hello, B, you have work to do. Sweet. Off you go. if you would be so kind. I know I'm not a dictator anymore. I'm the head honcho of our Pax Utopia, so I know my word doesn't inspire fear anymore, but if you'd be so kind as to float over here and take care of that, that would be delightful. It just doesn't seem the same. Maybe I should set myself back to dictatorship. It's fine. It's all good. It's good. Alright, so one more here. And I think that's the last one. Oh, one more. Okay. So we're almost done here. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so Bastone can go home for a quick refresh. Refuel, resupply, overhaul. Okay. And the B should be done. If it does the full 30 days if I ask it to anyway. Big if on that one. Nope, it did most of it, but not all of it. Well, I guess on my way by I learned a little bit more about their ships though. That's cool, I guess. Not what I call critical information. I'm more interested in their actual race, like the actual properties of the temperature ranges and the gravitational requirements, those sorts of things. That's much more interesting to me. But I suppose any information is good information, so there's that. Alright, so I think I will send this back to Earth this time, and maybe it'll actually make it this time, before the Bastone is done. There's no way that was 30 days. Come on now. When I click 30 days, if you don't do 30 days, I want a message telling me what happened. Not just stop and not tell me why. Oh. We are officially allies. Their ships will protect ours with point-blank fire. We're under missile attack. Well, that is just delightful, boys. Can we do the same to you yet? Not yet. We're not quite there. So like I said, they are better at diplomacy. Like, they're further ahead than we are, but I'll keep checking every once in a while, and once we're able to do that, we should be able to do, I think research data is about the same time as Allied, or maybe it's just slightly after. But either way, that's really cool. And apparently I've done some research on GJ, so let's go and check on that as well. GJ. You are the power propulsion people. So, sure, minimum jump size. Sounds delightful. Off you go. Cool. And the Bastone is done. We're getting all sorts of good news here. That was an excellent tick. Alright, so Barnards to Struve to Wise 15, Glee 6, Wise 17, NN to N jump 3. And let's go to NN. That one. It's the wrong one. That one is them. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like it when we have names that are so similar. I can't keep them straight, but anyway, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Yes, I know you hate generating new systems. It is such a big deal, I know. Not another Wise. Oh. Already have too many of those. Okay. It's fine. Now I forgot to set it back to geographical first. I mean, it's not a big deal in all reality which order we do them in, but I do prefer doing them in doing geological first and then the gravitational. But realistically, it doesn't really matter. So, I guess I need to get the B back out here. So we can do that. Baston is now gravitational. And the B, I also saw a message was ready, done its refuel, so. Barnard, Struve, Y's 15, Glees 6, Y's 17, and N, Y's 16 apparently. And you have already 2 gates to build. That's cool. Keep going. Apparently did not want to switch to the mineral screen. Come on, you can do it. Hey! There's another jump point. Queue up some more work for the B. Cool. And keep going. So pretty disappointing in terms of minerals. I'm assuming that that's probably a gas giant, and that's probably a sodium deposit on A3 there, but I haven't actually checked it yet. Either way, with only one place that has anything, unless it's, you know, got everything, I'm probably not interested in coming here to actually colonize. But once we get to a pause point, I'll check it real quick. Come on then. Either go or don't go, but don't just hang like that. It's not cool. Not cool at all. Come on, keep going. Keep it going, keep it rolling. Well, at least it is still doing the full 5-day jumps each time, so I guess it's not so bad, but still, it's kind of aggravating. It keeps dropping out to not responding. But what can you do? Yeah, we're just about done this scanning anyway, so not a huge deal. And the B has built the gate back, so that works. That's so nice of the B. Such a cooperative little vessel. Alright, one more to go. Should not take long at all with 5 scanners. Oh, I missed this whole ring. Never mind. There's quite a few to go. I didn't see them because they were basically right on top of the orbit of this thing. Well, that's not cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It gives the B more time to build the other gate anyway. So it all works out well in the end. And at least it's, as slow as it's going, it is at least letting us go through them without interruptions, so it can't be that bad, right? So far, so good. 4 to go. Looks like it's actually paused this time. Oh, no, it wasn't a gas giant, but it has not got enough stuff to warrant actually colonizing here. I'm not colonizing this sector just for that. I might send in a mining, like an auto miner, and a frigate just to grab it all. So the accessibility is not bad, but I'm certainly not building a a permanent colony here for that. Not interested. That is certainly not sufficient. Anyway, scan the last couple points here. And we'll go back for the usual refresh of fuel supplies and overhauls. And then we'll go open up the last one of the NNs. And that will be good. Okay. So that is all done. Okay, so you can go back to Earth. Refuel, resupply, overhaul, blah 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 blah. Do so now. And by the time you've done that, the beast should be done, I would think. In fact, I think the bee will probably be done first, but either way. Send it back to refuel too, I guess. Depending on how much fuel it's got, I could just leave it out here. I'm not too worried about its morale, it's just a case of fuel. So. Come on, then. Okay, so the crew is happy, the ship is still being worked on. Couple more hours and they're done. There we go. How is your fuel situation, sir? Still delightful. Excellent. Then why don't you just come here and wait for the Baston to return. So we still have one more gate here to do. And I guess actually we should be checking to see if we can return the favor here. Yes, we can. So yes, I will also try to defend their ships should something come at us. Not that I think we're at a point where we have to actually be worrying about that, but should that occur, then yes, you may borrow some of my CIWS's fire. I don't have a problem with that. I am completely okay with that. Which turns them from neutral to allied. Yay. Alright, so Baston is ready to go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, Barnards, Struve, Y's 15, Glees 6, Y's 17, NN, and Unknown. Let's go. Probably should have done 5 days just till it got out here, but oh well, it's okay. It's a fast ship, it won't take that long. Okay, here we go. How did we do? Yes, contacts are lost. I know. It's okay. Okay, so yet another Gliese 6. Don't you know I want different names? I won't remember these. Ugh. Ugh, I say. It's fine. what do we have here? A longbow. I remember those. Those belong to not the goblins, but the other guys, the bugs, the Kruger guys. Yes, I remember the longbow. A thoroughly crap vessel that I effortlessly blew away. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting that they were here at some point? That does mean, though, that I should not bring the bee in just yet, because there might be more of them. So we'll take a quick look around with the Bastone here first, to make sure it's safe, and then we can bring the bee in. I would also be quite curious who blew up that longbow. If that was our NN buddies that came in here a while ago and did it, or if that's been there a long, long time. I don't know. I would be very curious. Although I would think if there's more of them here, I probably would have seen them by now, unless they were like way over here or way down here or something. Because I do have active scans on, so I should be getting pretty good range. So it probably is safe to go ahead and bring the bee in. I guess I could bring the salvager too. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think that'll be safe. Okay, Mr. B. Jump ye through this other gliese. Ugh. Yeah. Build me that. And in the meantime, my salvager, this guy here, has a long, 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 long trip to go to get there. It's got a good amount of fuel. Hopefully it makes it. I've never sent it anywhere that far in one shot before, so I guess we'll find out. But anyway. Struve, Wise, Gliese 6 the first time. Yikes. Through N to the other Gliese, to the wreck of the longbow, and salvage. And then I may need to borrow some fuel off of one of the other ships out here, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, off they go. But overall, I'd say this was a pretty decent episode as well. We did mostly diplomatic victory last episode. It looks like we're mostly diplomatic victory this episode too, because we haven't really found any massive mineral hauls, nor any aliens that are already hostile, so we haven't had any moral victories that way, but we certainly have had diplomatic victories, so we have an actual proper full-on ally now, which is cool. And unless I'm terribly mistaken, we shouldn't be too far from getting an actual research treaty with them, so that'll be nice. That'll help them way more than it helps me, of course, but that's fine too. I don't mind helping out my buddies. Oh, a ruined city. Well then. Well then indeed. On Gliese A3. Oh, that's where I guess where that longbow was for. That makes sense. There we go. One archaeological dig coming up. Which means you will need a xenology team. Yes, please. I know, you don't like doing numbers. Numbers are tough, I know. And that means, I think it was the Cerberus was my, yes, my golden retriever. Anyway, where's my actual ground troops? Right there, apparently. Good guess. Very good guess. We'll leave the garrison battalion for them, of course. And you will now make your way all the way to Gliese 6. And there you will unload all ground units. Off you go. Excellent. So now I think we actually do have seriously positive progress for this episode. Ruins are good. The fact that we also discovered a whole pile of minerals on there just adds to the fun. Oh, I should have put a geological team on there too. Let's fix that very quick while I'm thinking about it. There's absolutely no reason we shouldn't at least have a chance at more minerals while we're at it. The pile that's here is already really, really nice, so I wouldn't be opposed to adding even more. There we go. Okay. And off you go. So yeah, I'd say this is a great way to finish off this episode. Very positive. So that's correct. That's 2 good episodes in a row. Between the diplomacy of the last episode and this episode, and then finding these ruins here, I'd say this has gone pretty well. Oh no, on the screen there. Let's fix that. There we go. Very, very good. Okay, so this one's too far away. I was going to say I thought there was more. And there is, but it's really far away. Got it. I do wish you could set the distance that it chooses. Oh, it's actually already set to go over there, so I guess it's not too far. It just doesn't know that there's anything outside of this. Oh, it doesn't have any moons. Okay. Then yes, it's right. That is the end of that, so that's fine. That's fine. What I was about to say is I wish you could change that 10 billion kilometer mark that they put in there arbitrarily and change it, because there were a few sectors that did have stuff that was like 20 or 30 billion away. I mean, it's not a huge deal to go and manually change it, but or like to go and set it to go there and look, but it seems unnecessary just for an arbitrary number that they threw in. But anyway, not a big deal. It's fine. Are you still going? Yep, there it goes. That was a very slow day, apparently. And now you've stopped. Okay, let's try in 5-day mode then. See if that helps. Who knows? Keep going. You know you want to. There you go. I guess the other real question is, who will arrive first? The salvager or the golden retriever? That's an interesting question. It's also completely irrelevant, but that's an interesting question. And oh, actually it's already been answered. The Cerberus is already here. Never mind. I thought I was coming up with a fun little thing to take a look at, but apparently it's, in fact, nothing. Because the Cerberus is already here. It's still dropping people off, but they are at least here. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, the Cerberus has dropped them off, so that's fine. They can't actually do anything until the Xenology team is done, but at least now they're already sitting there ready to go. So I don't have to try and then remember to bring the construction brigades over. They will already be here, which is nice. And there's our salvager. That's also nice. We just built the gate back for them. Very nice. And as I recall, these longbows are not particularly large vessels, like 8,000 tons or something. So it will not take very long at all for the salvager to grind through that. Probably won't get much of any real value either, but that's okay. We might as well have it rather than just having it floating in space for no reason. because that doesn't help anybody. Huh. So we got, yeah, just a tiny bit of a bunch of minerals. Not particularly helpful. But anyway, that's fine. We may as well have them. And you've got plenty of fuel to get back. That's cool. I'll just go drop them off on Earth, I guess. As good a place as any. Unload all minerals. Sure. Cool. And we'll finish off the rest of these surveys. We'll call it a day. Very, very good. Very, very good. That wasn't 30 days, but okay. That was 19 days. But anyway, alright, so the salvager is back home, dropped off, refueled, and ready to sit there bored for probably another century or so. Yeah, I don't get a whole lot of use out of the salvager, but that's okay. Every once in a while it gets some work to do, so that's fine. That's fine. Come on. There you go. I'm crawling here. Really crawling through the days. Come on. Research is done on Earth. Okay. We can do that. Particle beam strength. That sounds delightful. Let's do so now. Come on. You know, you want to respond a little more often. Let's try it in 5-day ticks and see if that's any better. Probably won't be, but hey, a new jump point. B has work. Excellent. You're only doing 5 days. You should not be dropping and not responding so much. Additional stuff. Oh, I just found like 30 million more boronite. Very cool. That's probably all they'll find. I should get a message now that they don't think there's anything else, but still, that's very cool. Yeah, they're done. Okay. Not a problem. Peter Gray, thank you for your work. You're awesome. And now we'll move on. Well, I guess if I need boronite, I know where I'm going. I don't know if I need boronite. I don't remember what that one does, but either way, I'm sure it's used for something. I just don't remember what it's usually used for. Because there's certain things that are generally used for certain things, like the duranium is basically all like structures on a planet. Galasite is used for like scanning equipment, so you use a lot of it to maintain your scanning ships and what have you. I just don't remember what boronite is connected with. Probably one of the weapons, but I don't remember. That's not a big deal. Either way, we apparently have tons of it. 49 million tons of it. So I guess once these guys get going, get all this stuff dug up, either they'll find some infrastructure or I'll ship some over. But either way, we will be colonizing here. So that's cool. They are sending in some of their ships now. Perhaps they saw that large amount of boronite and decided they wanted it. Well, I've already got a colony there, guys, so bunker off. Actually, it's fine. They can even have it. I'm more interested in the ruins than in the materials, but still, it's mine. Mine, 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 mine. Don't make me attack you for it. It's not like I would mind, you know, wasting 15 years of diplomacy over some boronite. That's fine. Alright, the bee has done the second gate. We have not yet found a third gate yet, but we still might. There's still a few to go. So there's still a shot at another one. Like that, for example, right there. Very cool. Alright, so this is going smashingly well. There we go. So we're all set. So that makes that, I think, an excellent place to put a cut in for this episode, as we're coming up to time control anyway. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today, and I hope you've enjoyed our rampant diplomatic efforts. I guess at this point all I can say is, as usual, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next episode. Thanks for watching.